We're here with an update of the 2021 Kansas wheat crop, and similar to this field here in Manhattan, many of the wheat fields around Kansas are just beginning to elongate their stem. So for us to have an idea of how the crop is faring around the state, we need to look back on the conditions since last fall. So remember that last fall, during September, we had a considerable amount of precipitation that allowed for some of the early planted crops, those planted mid to late September, to emerge and to have a very good development during the fall. Now, October was practically dry all the way until about mid-November. So that gap in rainfall during that period really created two very different crops in the state. The early planted one with a good initial development that was able to capitalize on that September moisture, and a late planted crop, or actually a late emerged crop, which regardless if it was planted in mid-October to late October, never really emerged until sometime in mid-November. So we have these very different crop conditions. As we moved into the winter, in mid-February, we had some Arctic temperatures, some extremely cold temperatures, where the air temperatures reached minus 29 Fahrenheit, and we had very limited snow cover around the state of Kansas. So in that mid-February time frame, we were concerned with the potential for a winter kill because of extremely cold air temperatures, limited snow cover, and overall dry conditions around the state. The promising thing back then was that the soil temperatures, which is where at that point in time the crown of the crop was located, they never got to the teens, right? They never got to single-digit temperatures. They got to mid-teens, but not to single-digit temperatures. And that gives us some buffer and gave us the hope that the crop was not going to go through winter kill. Now, about a month and a half later, we're here in late March, early April, and we're able to assess, to have a better idea of how the crop is faring. So during the month of March, there are quite a few small wheat crops, those that were planted late or emerged late, which we were more concerned with those. But even in those, seems like we're seeing some green leaves and some spring tillers occurring as well, likely because of those relatively warm soil temperatures that were maintained even through that cold spell. So right now we're hopeful that not much area of winter wheat will be lost due to that winter potential for a winter kill from the February cold spell. From March 12th on, anywhere from 4 to 6 inches of precipitation was received all over the state of Kansas, and that really helped the crop recover from any potential injury that it suffered during the winter, helped the fertilizer be put into the root zone, and is definitely going to be used in a very efficient manner by the crop in terms of stem elongation. So during this time, from now until heading, is when the crop needs the largest amount of water. And having these 4 to 6 inches of precipitation recently received is definitely going to be used in a very efficient way by the winter wheat crop in Kansas.